Remember, I can't really talk, so you're gonna have to start like really talking to them.
Hello everyone, and we're back. We do apologize for the fact that it took us so long to get back online. Our internet has been having a little bit of issues lately, so we tried to figure it out, and I think we may have gotten it fixed, so we're going to play as long as we possibly can. Hey everybody.
What's up?
Just to let you guys know, I'm going to be talking. I'm actually Pastor's wife. He is currently in the mask right now, in the helmet, so he may not be able to speak too much. So I'll be here and I'll be talking to most of you guys right now. And so I'll relay any questions that you have to him, and we'll get it started. Let's play.
What's up?
Prime is asking, are there any TMS? I'm not sure what that means.
Teams.
Teams. There we go. Teams in this.
Not sure. We're about to get in it for the first time.
Let me log into this so it's easy for me to read. Okay. Caleb Phantom says, this is cool and interesting. And don't get too hot in there. Or that's what Emma Comic Book said, I'm sorry. Pastor removes his mask and it's Anakin. Ferocious Flunky says, what's up, Pastor? I played this earlier on VR. It's so cool.
Nice.
Looks like a couple of them have already been playing it, which is cool. Emmett Comic Book says, I thought if he only had the full suit, Prime. Which he does.
I do.
He has the full suit, guys.
Alderaan shows destruction.
Justin Perrier says, is this game free and how much?
No, it's not. You can get it at Walmart for $33 today.
No, guys, the game isn't free, but you can get it at Walmart if you're here in the States, and it's $33.
Find them.
Everybody's calling you Lord Vader.
Do not rest until the destruction of Alderaan is complete.
No, it's not $72. It's $33.
Lord Vader's orders are clear.
What am I looking for flying the most? Definitely a TIE fighter.
Definitely a TIE fighter, guys. Definitely a TIE fighter. I mean, the helmet speaks for itself.
Intelligence reports a possible Alderaanian convoy heading to Foster Haven.
Random Andy, what's up?
He says he's live as well, Random Andy.
Do you understand that, Captain?
Let's say these graphics look really good.
Dismissed.
Carl Weaver is asking your opinions on Electro coming back in Spider-Man 3.
I think Jamie Foxx is a good actor, and I think that the problem with Electro had nothing to do with Jamie Foxx. I think it just had to do with the writing.
Captain James.
Everything ready, Lieutenant Carroll.
Squadrons on their way. They're excited to fulfill Lord Vader's command.
And you?
Malik
No problem shutting down refugees from a world we destroyed?
I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Says, hey,
Uprising,
what's your favorite Star Wars movie?
Your propaganda. They're traitors, not refugees, and will be dealt with.
My favorite Star Wars movie is probably...
I've prepped our usual Sigma 9 loadout.
No.
Empire.
Only standard ties today.
Flying old school.
Empire is his favorite Star Wars movie.
This might be a real challenge after all.
me, Teresa.
Emmett Comic Books is asking if you can see.
I don't think you
Oh
understand.
yeah, this helmet's perfect for seeing.
I guess
It
we'll
has
find
great
out.
view. Like the whole front is I'm able to see.
Follow my lead. And don't fire unless I give the order. The convoy is out there. We don't want to scare them off. Let's do this right.
Random Annie is live and he's watching at the same time. Oh, Kylo Ren's here. What's up, Pastor? How you doing?
Kylo Ren!
Prime says he's gonna fight you on the rebel side. Or try to.
Rebel scum.
Begin pre-flight checks. Pilot, boot up your cockpit systems.
Sure thing.
Alright, hope you guys are ready. Here we go.
All systems up and running. Pre-flight complete. Let's get a clean launch. Lock onto my fighter.
Kylo Ren is asking, did you play Star Wars Battlefront 2?
Oh yeah. Definitely did.
Forward sensor, online and tracking.
Joseph S. says the X-Wing is a superior fighter. You just gotta accept that.
False. No shields, all guts, baby.
The rest of the fleet is back from Alistair. We'll have plenty of help to deal with that convoy of sympathizers. Helix Squadron, we're prepping your Gazanti transport. Stand by.
And the comic book says, wait, this isn't The Last of Us 2.
Pilots, follow me. We'll do a quick pass
Tell him I
on
promise
the
we'll get to that. It's just I didn't realize this came out yesterday.
We will get to that,
Stay mobile.
but this came out just yesterday, so we have a little bit of a soft spot for Star Wars.
From inside, you forget how Star Destroyers really are.
Caleb Phantom is asking if the mask is a part of the game. It would be cool if this game was a VR and it was built in the helmet.
It is a VR game. I'm just wearing my costume
You're right,
from the
sir.
Bible
It is good
But
to
if
fly
you
old school
you
again.
do get a
There's
X-Wing
something
pilot helmet
very
if you buy that version
forthright
of the
about a
game.
TIE
And it
fighter.
is for VR.
Looks like someone is testing battle formations.
Better here than in the field again.
Malik is asking, how are you enjoying the Avengers game?
Your distance, Helix.
I'm
Those
enjoying it a
engines
lot.
were hot enough to
We've
vaporize
just been
a
really
tie.
busy lately, and I haven't been able to play a lot of games. But I'm gonna hop back on there and finish that, and then play Last of Us. I just had to play a little bit of this
Sometimes
since
the
it
limits
just
push
came out.
back. All systems calibrated, and the fleet is in good shape.
The vigilance reports our Gazanti
Kylo Ren says, I've never played Star Wars Squadrons, but I better be in the game.
Dock for hyperspace jump.
But what was the last part?
No, his character. He's hoping that
Oh.
Kylo Ren is in the game.
Throttle down below
Thanks, Emmett Comic Books. I appreciate that. I'm here to kind of relay information from you guys and also to Pastor, since he does have the mask on. It is a little hard to hear him. I don't know how well you guys can hear him since he's been commenting, but if you need me to, I can repeat what he says.
Helix Squadron are docked and
Just
clear
let me
for
know.
hyperspace jump. Remember, Helix, we'll have support. But finding the refugee
Oh,
convoy
Emmett
is
Comic
up to
Book says
us.
that, oh yeah, I'm just messing around.
They
He
won't
knows you'll get there.
escape the Empire twice.
Oh heck yeah!
For The Last of Us. They're saying that it's a little muffled, but it's not bad. So, it's about as much as we thought it would be.
Nice.
Oh, this is so dope. I feel like I'm watching the show. Here we go.
Haven. Probably the most isolated trading post in the sector.
It's only a haven for thieves and pirates. If the refugees are hiding here, clearly they're not as innocent as they claim.
Joseph S. is asking, have you seen Star Wars Rebels?
I have not watched it yet. I want to watch it as soon as I finish Clone Wars. I'm so behind on so many things.
We haven't quite finished Clone Wars yet, and as soon as we're done with Clone Wars, we're gonna watch the Star Wars Rebels. We've heard it's really good.
Forming up. Our rear guard is secure at least.
Interesting. There's a lot of cargo traffic today.
Then our convoy might be hiding among them.
Agreed.
Oh yeah, King of the Hills, yes, we did finally get everything to work. It just took us a little bit. We've been having issues with our internet lately. Our download speed has been poop. Our upload speed has been kind of poop, so we've been trying to get it fixed. So hopefully this will fix and we shouldn't have any more problems the rest of this stream.
If they cooperate, they'll be fine. Pilot, proceed.
Sure thing.
Check your forward sensor. It will identify potential targets.
Joseph S. says Rebels is good. There's a familiar face from the show in this
Inspecting
game,
that ship.
Oh,
which is interesting. So, I
Nice.
mean, we haven't seen it, so I guess we'll know after we watch the show.
Wait, we have always
And the comic book says, I'm not a big enough Star Wars fan to have any Star Wars related questions. Aww.
you will be. You will
I
be.
swear.
Not part of the convoy. Check another ship.
Pilot, keep inspecting those ships and see if the refugees are here. Good. Check that ship next.
Look, I'll pay anything. Just don't impound my ship.
John Rams here. He says, what up, my
No
boy?
refugees
What's
aboard.
up, John?
Carry on. So you're not impounding my ship? There. A ship's trying to flee from a simple inspection. We should teach them some
Joseph
manners.
S. says that ships that he just rode in on that carry the 4 TIE fighters underneath them were also shown in Rebels, but not 100%. But he thinks that they were.
Sensors and fire a small volley. Just enough to damage them. Then see if they're
Oh,
hiding
and the comic books got the comic today that we
Nice.
sent out. He appreciates it.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you liked it.
Stop shooting. No refugees here, sir. Just smuggled weapons and a cargo of spice.
Let the fleet handle those smugglers. We should get to the station.
Joseph S. says he hasn't gotten the comic yet, but he's looking forward to it. Yes, guys, we sent them out on Wednesday, so hopefully you should be getting them, if not by the weekend, hopefully sometime next week.
No right.
So, yeah, so hopefully you guys will get them sometime next week.
The station's defenses just activated.
Helix Squadron, destroy those turrets. We can't surge under fire.
They're asking, Aaron is asking, hey, Pastor, how do you like the game so far?
I think it's pretty cool. It's a lot like Battlefront, except more like intuitive as far as the controls go.
Kylo Ren is asking if you know, do you know if Holden will start watching horror movies with Matt and Jenna this month since it's October?
Yes, I know for sure we are going to be doing some horror movies on my channel as well. Holden, there's a couple of horror movies Holden hasn't seen, and we're going to do those on my channel, and then we're going to do movies that he and I have both seen that Matt hasn't seen on Holden's channel, like as we usually do. But we're going to switch gears into the Halloween series. Heck yeah.
Destroyed. The defense.
So if you guys didn't hear that, yes, the answer to those questions, we are doing horror movies this month. So you will be seeing some horror movie content on most channels, I believe, especially Jeremy's. Captain MD says hi.
Hello, Captain.
Carl Weezer is asking if you're going to watch the It films.
Yes, I know that's on the list. Holden and I are big fans of the It movies, so that's definitely on the list. Not sure how many of these movies Jenna's gonna want to watch, but we're gonna try and get her to watch them.
Alright, Alice Guitar is here. Glad to be able to make the stream. We're glad you're here.
Welcome, welcome, welcome!
Recover from this.
Captain James, I think I found where the refugees are hiding.
This looks a lot more complicated than the Avengers
Pilot
game.
with me.
Oh,
We've got enemy activity.
Pilots down. We have Rebel X-Wings on sensors.
Good. Drive these Imperials off my station. They must be protecting the convoy. Defend yourselves if necessary. I'll look for the refugees.
I've got a tail.
Jay Wolf is saying, hey, what's Pastor going on? Finally, a stream that isn't at 4 a.m. for me. How are y'all doing?
hey! Well, we got grandparents helping us with the baby.
Yep, we don't got our kids today, so we're able to do a stream a little bit earlier. The more we're able to do a stream earlier, we will definitely try to make it earlier, because I know it's pretty late in certain places, so we'll try to do one as early as we can.
Kill confirmed.
Emma Comic Books is saying that this looks like a VR game with a special VR helmet.
Well, they did release the Rebel helmet, but I'm a TIE pilot, man. All day, every day.
Johnny Kawasaki is asking, how many years of gaming do you have?
Pretty much since I was like 5 or 6 years old, so I'd say about 27 years. More than that.
Carl Weirzer is saying Matt should watch the Amazing Spider-Man films.
He is. We're just taking a break from comic book movies because it's October and we want to do some Halloween stuff.
Taking enemy fire.
Caleb Phantom is saying, happy I remember your name, Ashley. Didn't want to respect you, but... No, you can call me Pastor's Wife. That's totally fine. That's not disrespectful to me at all. You're more than welcome to call me Pastor's Wife. Oh, Jay Wolf is from the UK, so... Hello from the UK.
What's up?
Enemy down.
Rebel down. I'm hit.
Hey, Aaron is asking how you can see through that mask.
Oh, this is actually what I use to troop when I do 501st Troop, so it's completely, the visors actually work. I can totally tell. I can totally see what I'm doing. It's just a little tinted, but it's not too bad.
Target down.
Target destroyed.
Picked up a tail.
Atlas Guitar says, to ensure we remember Ashley's name, Pastor will henceforth be known as Ashley's husband. Thanks, guys. That's hilarious. Oh, Emma Comic Book says, I've got a great horror movie for Halloween. Baby's Day Out. Dun dun dun.
Right? That is a horror movie for us, because our son would totally do that.
Definitely.
All rebel targets destroyed. Captain, the rebel
Oh,
fighters are coming
Jay
from
Wolf
that
is saying, did you have
tunnel through
technical issues earlier? Yes, there were technical issues earlier. We tried to get on like 4 or 5 times and it kept kicking us out. So we do apologize for that. I think we fixed the problem, so we should be okay now. Hopefully we'll be able to get through, you know, the next hour or however long we plan on doing this stream for. So I'd say probably shoot for about an hour, right? So we're going to shoot for probably about an hour. And yeah, we do apologize again for the random like 4 or 5 streams that popped up there.
Pilot, get into the tunnel and hunt down that convoy.
Kylo Ren wants to know what your least favorite Star Wars character is, Pastor.
My least favorite Star Wars character probably would have to be... Whoa!
They disabled my ship.
Probably would have to be...
All systems
Jar
down.
Jar Binks.
Those were iron missiles. Where the hell did they come from?
Sorry, Teresa. After Alderaan, I can't ignore what the Empire's become.
Sir,
Are you stuck?
Lyndon, what are you
Uh-oh.
saying?
That I
That's
don't
weird.
care who ordered it. I didn't sign up to hurt innocent refugees. And if protecting them makes me a rebel, then so be it.
Damn it! Pilot.
Kane the Phantom is asking, did anyone play the old Revenge of the Sith game where Anakin kills Obi-Wan? I love that game and hope they remaster it.
Catch up with that traitor. Lieutenant Carroll to the Vigilance.
Oh,
Captain
yeah, Revenge of
James
the
is
Sith.
aiding the rebellion.
That game was a
Send
lot of fun.
immediate
A lot of those
assistance.
movie games were really fun. Like, the Spider-Man 2 game was really fun as well.
I hoped it wouldn't come to this.
Missiles, watch out!
You won't stop me.
Jay Wolf is asking how you're enjoying the game thus far.
It's a lot of fun.
We're
I think
losing
it's
him.
pretty cool. Try not to screw up too bad, but yeah.
Pilot, get after Lyndon. Now!
Uh-oh.
You fool! He slipped away. This mission is over.
And the comic book says that he feels like he's been kidnapped by the Empire. Oh, Random Bandy's channel is asking, what are your top favorite films? Or top 10 favorite films?
Catch up with that traitor.
Wow.
Top 10 favorite films. I probably have to think about it and give you a list at a later date.
I hoped it wouldn't come to this.
I know The Princess Bride is my favorite movie. I love the movie Fanboys. It's a Star Wars. It's a movie about Star Wars fans. It's really good. I recommend it if you haven't seen it. I really like the Martian. There's a movie called Grind about skater kids. I really love that movie. Underworld, the very first Underworld. I remember that being one of my favorite movies growing up. But I'd probably have to make a list. That might be a good video idea.
I see the convoy. Dead ahead. Prepare to fire.
Imperial Squadron, this is refugee convoy Hope of Eldera. We have family support.
Johnny Hallisek says, are there cup holders or a bathroom in that spacecraft?
Just keep out of this.
There's no bathroom, but I can imagine there's a couple there or two.
Goodbye, Teresa.
Alice Guitar is asking, did you ever play any of the games in the Dark Forces / Jedi Knight series?
No, I did not. As far as Star Wars games go, I pretty much played like Knights of the Old Republic, the Star Wars games for like Super Nintendo, and like the Battlefront games.
So Jay Wolf is heading out because it's pretty late apparently in the UK, which I can imagine that. So, you know, hope you have a great night and get some good sleep. And
Have a great night, Jay Wolf.
yep, it's great to see you. Kylo Ren is asking, do you regret watching the 2015 Fantastic Four remake?
Do I regret watching it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't regret watching it, but I don't think it was that great.
Just checking on you.
So I'm only gonna wear the helmet whenever I'm in a TIE fighter, because it just doesn't make sense to wear it if I'm in the next one.
Can anyone make out what he's saying? They're working on it.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can.
Echo Squadron on me. This is Admiral Akbar to Echo Squadron. Echo
Now I
Leader
can
here.
see a lot better, in case you guys are wondering.
Pointing that distress call. Hopefully, you may need to get creative. Make sure your fighters are in good shape. Understood, sir.
Joseph S. says TIE pilots just have astronaut diapers built into their flight suits, obviously. Clearly.
I'll tell you what though, my flight suit for my costume is very bathroom friendly. It's great. It has 2 zippers, it's great.
Atlas Guitar says, I definitely recommend the Jedi Knight series, at least Jedi Outcast if you get the game, if you get the time. It's my personal favorite Star Wars game, and I think it's the best Jedi simulator, if that makes sense.
Oh, nice. Okay, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Caleb Phantom is asking, is this a story mode based game? If not, it's kind of cool that they still have cutscenes for it.
Yes, we are actually doing the story mode right now for the game. I guess we just switched gears now, and I'm playing on the Rebel side. But the game, I chose to start with the TIE fighter side for obvious reasons. I was wearing the helmet, and whenever we switch back to a TIE fighter, I'm definitely going to put the helmet back on.
Weapons look good.
If I had my Rebel helmet, I'd wear that one right now, but I don't have it.
Apparently everybody's coming from Andy's stream. He just finished his stream, so everybody from his stream is coming to this stream.
Oh, thank you, Random Andy. Appreciate the raid, man. That's awesome. Sorry that I haven't been on a lot lately. I've just been super busy and having a lot of like real life like issues as far as like my scheduling and stuff. I was working for like extra hours for my boss because he was on vacation, so I wasn't able to devote a lot of time to YouTube. And I've been trying to figure out my camera situation. I just bought a new mic, and I've been trying to figure that out. So hopefully this weekend the guys can help me troubleshoot that, and I can make some more videos. We did shoot the Alien video. The audio was kind of bad, so hopefully we're able to either fix the audio, or we're probably just going to have to do a discussion for the first Alien movie, because, you know, I don't want to cheat you guys out. We do have the footage, so, you know, you guys can still see it, but the audio is going to be really bad, and hopefully I want to get it fixed before we shoot Aliens, because Aliens is my favorite Alien movie, so I really want that one to be top tier before we shoot it for you guys. But I have 2 Patreon videos coming out later on this weekend for you guys that are over on Patreon, just to, you know, get you guys some content on there. I think you guys are going to like it. I had a lot of fun making those videos, and they're a little short, but they're definitely videos that you guys would probably enjoy, I'm sure, if you're a patron.
Command has verified the distress call from Foster Haven.
Alex W says, no worries, Pastor. Thanks for doing a stream at a time which isn't so bad for the UK.
Yes, our kids are at her parents' house, and since we don't have them and we don't have to worry about, you know, having to get up and take care of them and them screaming and stuff, we're able to do streams a little earlier. Plus, Ashley's off work on Saturdays, so every Saturday we're probably going to try and do a stream around this time. Hopefully it works out, and you guys can, you UK guys and everyone from overseas can enjoy it, because the time will help you guys for sure.
Travis Latner donated $5. I would definitely recommend playing Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, and Jedi Outcast 2 are very good, as others have been saying. Available on the PSN store.
Nice. Okay, I'll definitely check that out. Thank you so much for the super chat, by the way.
Echo Squadron, transfer all power to engines. Head below the Star Destroyer and wait for my signal. It's risky, but flying fast and close to the Star Destroyer.
Caleb Phantom says, glad you started with TIE Fighters. It's crazy how villains are starting to get a lot of love instead of the hero.
Yeah, it depends on the medium. Sometimes I really like the villains better than the good guys, I guess. Because the good guys are really vanilla, and the bad guys, sometimes their agendas and their motivations are a lot. Wow, I died. Their motivations and their agendas are a lot more relatable, and you could totally tell, like, you know, why they were motivated to do what they did. I think we covered it a lot during some of the MCU videos. Why the bad guys, like Thanos' agenda, even though it was horrible, we could understand where he was coming from, and I really appreciate it when they do that with the bad characters.
But flying fast and close to the Star Destroyer's hull should get us to the other side safely. Steady. Hold. Now, fire all boost thrusters. Echo 5, wait, you two. Damn it, 5. Squadron, focus. We are not losing anyone else.
Martin Keeper says, well, look at what the Wampa dragged in. Welcome back, you two, Road to 4K.
Road to 4K indeed. Thank you guys so much. I know we'll make it. I know we'll get there. You guys are great, and I'm glad that I'm able to stream again because it's been too long. I was having withdrawals.
I'm glad someone heard my distress call. I couldn't hold off those ties any longer.
Tyler McCartney says, "What's up, Pastor?"
What's going on, Tyler? How's it going?
I'll explain later. Pilot?
You guys, some of you guys sent us some packages to the PO box, and I'm taking them over tomorrow because we film on Sunday over at Matt's place, and probably gonna crack them open during one of the lives, so you guys will see that for sure. And I know the guys are excited. I don't know if they know for a fact that I have packages for them. I know they know that we have. Whoa! They know we have one, but I don't think they knew about some of the others. So super excited about that. Let's see. Destroy Imperial fighters. Got it.
McLovin says, "Hey."
What's going on, McLovin? Yeah, baby. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Caleb Phantom says, "Yeah, I loved Anakin even though it was obvious he was turning to the dark side. Can't wait to see Hayden Christensen in the Obi-Wan series."
Oh my god, I know. I know. It's gonna be so dope. Come here. Come here.
Movie Block Productions, AK, is saying hello, and they didn't even know that this game was even released yet.
I didn't either. My buddy, I didn't know that the game was released yet myself. My friend came to my job yesterday, one of my fellow 501st members, and he was like, "Hey man, Squadrons is out," but he's in the military, so he's getting deployed next week, and he's not going to be able to play it, so he's just going to wait until he gets, gets on his deployment to get the game. So, but I was like, I am definitely not going to wait. I definitely want to get the game as soon as I can. And when I saw that it was only like $33 at Walmart, I was like, oh, heck yeah. Totally getting that.
You could say that.
He's getting riggedy wrecked over here. There you go, right?
Following your lead.
The Vantage channel is saying, "Hey, I'm gonna jinx, but no trolls yet. Yay!"
Right? Oh yeah, big shout out to the mods. I know some of you, I think MN Comic Books, you reached out to me and said that you'd love to be a mod. I'm definitely going to do that at some point today when I get off stream. Because you guys are invaluable. I mean, you're invaluable anyway, but mods are so important because we don't want any kind of bullying or any kind of just overall negative talks. I want you guys to obviously have your opinions and stuff, but I definitely don't want anyone being bullied or ridiculed on here. That's not what this community is about. So big shout out to the mods. Love you guys.
That's half of them. Keep pushing.
And then Comic Book says, "Have you read the Sega comics?"
Oh, the Saga comics.
Saga comics, sorry.
No, I have not.
Confirmed. I'm hit.
It's actually been too long since I've read a good comic book. I'm about due for one.
Stop.
No, I'm so close. So definitely X-Wing are a lot more squishy than the TIE fighter pilots, or TIE fighters for some reason. It works today.
I'm on your side. Defend the convoy before it's too late.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
Anyone got missiles? Let them have it. Following your lead.
Holden says, "Yo, my Ultra Saber came in and it was white. Don't know how to feel."
Holden?
I don't think it's Holden.
We got another Holden in here?
I don't think it's taking person.
Oh, well, welcome, Holden. Your Ultra Saber is white, you say? White is actually pretty cool, because that's a pretty rare color to get.
I don't think I've seen a white one before.
Yeah, white ones are actually pretty cool.
Caleb Phantom is saying, I also heard Steven is wearing Vader's suit.
Yes, that's what I heard as well. Well, I mean, we know that he, the suit that he wore in Episode 3 was actually tailored for him. So that's pretty cool.
Abby said, sorry, Jason, how is everyone?
Oh, Abbott. Or Abbas. No worries on being late. Just welcome, welcome. You know me, I don't really announce this stuff with too much of a terrible notice.
Joseph S. says, Pastor, if you route power to the shield, it will recharge them faster, and I think gives some over to the shield too. You can monitor that with the half circles around the swing on the right.
Oh.
They got me.
The learning curve.
Cool.
I'm on your wing.
I picked up a tail.
No, you don't.
Thanks.
Got him.
Target destroyed.
Ready to go.
McLovin's asking how you doing.
McLovin, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad to be streaming again. Glad to be with you guys. Extended family. And hope you guys are enjoying it so far. This game is actually pretty cool. I can't wait to, you know, get better at it and be able to play, you know, more cinematically, so to speak, and not die so much.
And Comic Book wants to know, what do you enjoy the most about your job?
That's a great question. What do I enjoy the most about my job? My job, I have many jobs. I'm a full-time father. That sounds terrible. I'm a full-time stay-at-home dad. I work at a game store as well, part-time, and then I do YouTube stuff. So I love all three of my jobs. I love being with my boys and, you know, spending time with them, even though sometimes they get a little too crazy and I need a break from them, but it's fine. I love working at a game store because I'm a big nerd and we just sell nerd stuff for nerd people. And I love to get people into Magic. I love to get people into tabletop gaming. So I love my job, and I'm very fortunate that my boss, both of them, because they're a couple, I'm very fortunate that they are able to keep my schedule as, you know, flexible as they do, because my schedule is, with my kids, it's really crazy. So they're able to, you know, accommodate that, because not many jobs can do that, you know, or will do it. And they can and they do. So they're great in that, which helps that job stay, you know, a job that I can keep. And then, of course, YouTube. I love you guys the most, you know, of everything. I think YouTube's my favorite job because I'm able to bring joy to people that are either stuck because of coronavirus or, you know, whatever the reason is that YouTube is an outlet for you. I'm glad that I'm able to help ease some of that. So, yeah, I'm very fortunate, very happy, very blessed to have the jobs that I have.
Travis B says, Pastor, have you seen the controversy with the remastered Spider-Man PS4 and how they've changed the Peter Parker face model to look more like Tom Holland?
Oh, I did not know that. I heard something about that, but I didn't know. I thought that the Spider-Man controversy was... I thought that the controversy was with Electro being recast and people not knowing how people felt about that kind of deal. I didn't know it had anything to do with the Spider-Man games. That's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that because, honestly, I always tell people that the Spider-Man PS4 game is like my favorite Spider-Man film that has to do with Peter Parker. So I don't like that they're trying to blend that in with the other, you know, stories like the Tom Holland one, or you know, if they were to, even if they were to do it with the Peter Parker, like the Tobey Maguire Peter Parker, I probably wouldn't like that either, just because I like it being its own thing. So I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not really too keen on when they start doing stuff with video games to accommodate, you know, something that may or may not be a good idea. I don't think, like, for example, Destiny, when they decided to take Peter Dinklage's voice out and switch it with someone, I hated that because I thought Peter Dinklage was a great voice for the Ghost. For those of you that don't know about Destiny, Peter Dinklage, one of the actors from Game of Thrones, he voiced one of the main characters in the Destiny series, and when they re-released it, or when they did, I forget what they did, I think it was the first expansion, they decided to switch his voice, and a lot of people that I know hated that, including myself. I thought that was really dumb. They should have just left it alone, and that's what happens. Sometimes they, you know, as fans, we just have to swallow the bad ideas with the good ones, so... I don't think that's cool, though. I don't like that they're switching anything in the Spider-Man game, because it was perfect the way it was.
Partner Keeper says, don't forget to pin the mod badge on my chest. Ha! Hashtag Pastor's Clergy.
Oh, heck yeah, man, you know it.
And the comic book says, I watch a guy fly in Flight Simulator all the time. A guy fly in Flight Simulator all the time. I think you would enjoy playing it. It's the most realistic game out there.
Really? That's interesting. I'll definitely check that out.
Alexis Garcia says, I don't know what this is, but I gotta support, bro.
Oh, this is Squadrons. A brand new game called Star Wars Squadrons. It's all about dogfights and X-Wings and TIE fighter pilots. And it's great. And it just came out, so I'm definitely getting in on it while it's hot on the stove and everyone's talking about it, hopefully.
Heading towards a Star Destroyer again.
Atlas Guitar says, mentioning Destiny makes me curious. Did you play Halo?
Yes, I definitely was a Halo fanatic. Still am. I love Halo. I love the music. I love the characters. I love the storyline. I was so excited when I set up my PC that they were like, would you like to set up Cortana? I was like, oh my god, yes I would. So yes, I love Halo. I actually would like to get a... Whenever Ash and I, we're wanting to get a 3D printer because we play a lot of tabletop games and stuff, and we want to start 3D printing models, and then I would love to also 3D print some armor for cosplays and stuff, because we love to cosplay, and I would love to do a Master Chief helmet for sure, and I would also like to do a pulse rifle. I love Halo.
Kevin Catherine says, Peter Dinklage and Infinity War was funny yet cool.
Oh yeah, I know Prime didn't really care for that line where he's talking to Thor and telling him about taking on the full power of a star, and he's like, yes, that's what killing you means. I know that scene or that line was a little cheesy, but I love that line. I love quoting it. I love saying it. It's just so funny. I love the irony that Peter Dinklage is a dwarf, but he played like a dwarf in real life and like in his stature, but he played a dwarf in the movie that was taller than everyone else. I love that because Peter Dinklage is, in my mind, his talent, you know, he's like 13 feet tall. He's definitely a taller actor in his stature and in his talents than most actors in Hollywood today. He can take a role and do whatever he wants with it, and it always adds to the movie. Like he was the only reason why, and Jeremy, if you're listening, I'm sorry, but he was the only reason why I was able to enjoy X-Men First Class as much as I did, because I really liked him in that. He was a very different Peter Dinklage. He was not, you know, like a nerdy Peter Dinklage. He wasn't in... Wow, I really died really fast there. He wasn't like Lord of the Rings, or he wasn't in like Knights of Badassdom, which is another movie that's on my favorite list. So
I love that man. I love his talents. Anything he's in, I definitely watch it. He was hilarious in Death at a Funeral.
Refugee convoy. We're out of time. We've got to get you out of here.
I love Peter Dinklage.
Refugee convoy to Rebel
Oh,
Alliance.
Abbas D says the Electro rumor is interesting because it came with another rumor that Tobey Maguire is confirmed for Doctor Strange 2. So that Spider-Verse looks like it's coming soon.
Oh man, that would be so cool, dude, because that'd be the perfect way to introduce all of the Spider-Man movies. You know, because they're not, you know, perfect, obviously, but there are a lot of good with all of them. You know, even the Andrew Garfield one, which most people sleep on, he did have a lot of good, you know, qualities as Spider-Man and stuff. So I would love to see a Spider-Verse movie. I would be so excited for that, because Into the Spider-Verse is my favorite Spider-Man movie, and I would love to see Miles come to life on the big screen.
Okay, Mark McKeever is saying, alright, Pastor, movie soundtracks you've actually bought and listened to a lot. Go!
Okay. The movie soundtrack, the score for... Well, soundtrack and score. I'm gonna jumble them both together. Soundtracks, I've bought the soundtrack for Spider-Man 1. I didn't buy it, but I took it from my uncle. So that counts. I bought the soundtrack for Guardians 1. I did buy all the soundtracks for the Twilight movies, because there was once upon a time that I was a Twilight fan, and the music was really cool for me at the time. It's still good music, but I got those. I bought the soundtrack for John Carpenter's Vampires. That's one of my favorites. I use those a lot. That soundtrack a lot when I play tabletop games. I purchased the soundtracks for both Destiny games, and I purchased the soundtrack for The Deep Blue Sea, because I love the score in that movie. I'm trying to think what else. I think I bought the soundtrack for The Patriot. I bought the soundtrack for The Pro. So yeah, I bought a lot of soundtracks. Spider-Man... No, I did not buy the Spider-Man 2 soundtrack. And that's not all of them. Those are just the ones I could think of right now. Okay, so I gotta focus because I keep dying. Let's not die anymore. That's a good question. I unfortunately have not been working on any voices as of now. I do want to get more voices that I feel comfortable, you know, doing on video and stuff like that. Hopefully I can go ahead and get something going in the near future as far as the video and that goes. I don't want to make all my fun short videos for patrons only, because I want the rest of you guys to enjoy them as well. But I definitely want to make a bunch of short videos that, as you guys know, the patrons can have, because I feel so guilty that, first of all, most of you guys, I think it's like 8 or 9 of you now, became patrons before I even put anything on there. And I just feel so guilty that I'm like, I need to have something on there for you guys to feel like your money's worth. But like I said, I don't want to put everything exclusive just on Patreon, because I want you guys all to have, you know, the ability to enjoy everything. But making a video on impressions is something I really would like to do relatively soon.
Alexis is asking, are y'all filming tomorrow?
Yes, we are. We are filming tomorrow, bright and early. So Ash and I are going to the movies as soon as the stream is over. We're going to go see New Mutants. She hasn't seen it yet, and if you guys are interested in it, we might do a little discussion video shortly after that, similar to how Holden and I did it, and Jeremy, because I really like New Mutants, and I'm eager to see what Ash thinks about it. So be on the lookout for that. We're probably going to do a video on there as soon as we leave, and I'll have it uploaded in the next day or two, just because it'll be a quick one talking about it. So hopefully you guys are excited for all the stuff that's coming out for Halloween. Leia looks awesome, by the way. They just showed her. So yeah, hopefully you guys are excited about that. I know definitely Ash and I are doing the Alien franchise, because the patrons voted for that. We're going to do the Predator franchise shortly after that, because she has not seen those movies yet either. And yeah, hopefully you guys are stoked for everything coming out in the future. Not just on my channel, but all across Nerd Team 6.
I'm in comic books. Wants to know, have you seen Game of Thrones?
Yes, I did watch Game of Thrones. I watched the first, like, 3 seasons as they aired, and then I took a break just because my favorite characters kept dying. And then when the show ended, we had a watch party. My boss, both my bosses, Ash and I and a couple friends all got together every week and watched Game of Thrones at our shop because we have a 70-inch TV. And yeah, we watched it until the show ended, and we loved it. And I know the ending was kind of weird. We didn't agree with some of the choices they went with for the very last couple of episodes of the show, but on the whole, the show was pretty cool. And now is when we get the title card. I've been playing for an hour. Granted, I've died like 30 times, but we now get the title card. I think that's sweet. I love it when they do stuff like that. A prolonged title card is my favorite in any kind of medium, whether it's a game or a movie. It's amazing. So it says, you have completed the prologue, but your adventure is just beginning. You can now continue the story, which is recommended, or you can go to the main menu to access customizations, practice, and multiplayer. So, since we have 51 minutes, and we're going to try and keep it for the stream to an hour, I'm going to go to the main menu for now and just start customizing stuff, answer some questions, and just kick it with you guys for the next 10 or 9 or so minutes.
Caleb Phantom wants to talk about Star Wars since you're playing a Star Wars game, but he says that they've been silent ever since The Rise of Skywalker came out.
So what was the question?
He wants to talk about Star Wars. I think he was making a joke.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I think Disney definitely is going to hopefully get the right people on board to fix whatever they feel has to be done. I don't think they should have felt, you know, I don't like the fact that they felt, or I'm trying to gather my thoughts here. I don't necessarily agree that they had to go back and retcon anything. I know that that's what they're trying to do now, and they're going to come out with another trilogy and all that. That's all fine. But I don't think that they have to go and retcon stuff just because the majority of fans hated it. I think they should just take it as a lesson learned, you know, and just move forward, because the movies weren't unwatchable. They weren't great, but the like the last 2 movies, but they weren't unwatchable. So I don't want people to, you know, I don't agree with people that are like bashing it just because they thought it was the worst thing ever, because I didn't think so.
Very nice.
Alexis Garcia says, Andrew Garfield is my favorite Spider-Man for personal reasons, which is why I always defend his interpretation of it. Also love the suit for TASM.
The Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, the suit was pretty cool. I really liked the mask, because I think that was the first time that they used a very like comic book exaggerated face shield kind of a mask, and I thought it looked really good. I thought it was just really well done.
Everyone's saying that they like Amazing Spider-Man 1, but not necessarily 2. And then comic books fell asleep in 2, so he says he's sorry. Wow, you got him in comic books. He's laughing really hard at that one. That was funny.
Oh, that's good. That is so good.
Atlas Guitar says, connection to the stream started crapping out as soon as you started answering my question, so I got it in pieces, but it's cool to hear you're a Halo fan. Being a big fan my whole life and can't wait for Infinity.
Ooh.
So he asked if you played Halo, I believe.
Yes, I played Halo a few times since being a kid and playing it. When I was a kid, I played it a lot. So I haven't like really followed any more Halo like lore or anything like that, so I'm kind of out of the loop since like Halo 4. But I'm definitely a Halo fan. I love the lore. I love you know, the characters and how the bases came up, what the whole like story is about and everything like that. I really enjoy it.
Alex W says there's a lot of money on soundtracks, or says that's a lot of money on soundtracks. Hope you spend as much on presents for your amazing wife.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it's not just because she's sitting next to me. Definitely.
Oh no, don't get it wrong. Like those soundtracks, I listen to them just as much as he does. Nick Mayfield's here. He says, yo, what's up, gang? How's everyone doing?
What's up, Nick? Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
And the comic book says, I got a comic. What else can I ask from Patreon? Haha.
Dude, thank you so much, man. Like I said, I try so hard to make you guys feel invested, make you guys feel like it's worth it. You know, because it does help a lot. It really helps. Like right now, I was able to buy that microphone because of Patreon and because of Teespring and all of those, you know, services that I started up. So I mean, I really am grateful that you guys are awesome. You know, those of you who are able to do that, you know, choose to do so, because it really helps out the channel. It helps us out. It helps us get, you know, supplies and things that we need to make things go more smoothly. So you guys are great. I really want you guys to feel like it's worth it. And thank you again. Thank you so much.
Oasis is back. He did his science homework, and now they're back.
What's up? Welcome back. Welcome back.
Random Annie's channel donated $2. Thank you for the super chat. Showing you some love and support. Keep it up.
Thank you so much, Random Andy. I really appreciate that, man.
Oh, Oasis is stoked for Predator. Oh my gosh.
I know, right? Like, she has no recollection. She has no frame of reference for Predator, Alien, how they tie together, nothing. So I am super excited for Ash to get into that franchise as soon as we finish going through the first Alien movies and stuff.
Yeah, I know what the Predator looks like as far as looks, but other than that, I know absolutely nothing about the franchise.
Yes. She knew about the chestburster scene in Alien 1. That's about it. The rest of it was just completely new to her, and we were able to watch it. It sucks that the audio was so bad, because I really wanted to have that video uploaded by today, Saturday. But hopefully we can fix it, and if not, I really don't want to cheat you guys out of that video, so we're probably going to do just a discussion talking about the moments that she liked, you know, because her initial reactions. Maybe I'll just insert some of the reactions with just no audio. That way you can see her, like, physically react and jump to the movie, but the audio won't be, like, ear bleeding. So that might be something we do.
Emmett Comic Book says, why the hate for Sophie Turner? Did you like her in Game of Thrones?
I don't remember hating her in anything. I think Holden really is the one who didn't care for her as he doesn't really care for her as an actress. I didn't hate her in I don't remember saying I hated her in the X-Men movies. I do think that she got progressively better. I think that her portrayal in Dark Phoenix was a lot better than it was in the one before it, and so on and so forth. I think she's still a young actress. I think she's still trying to find her footing. I do like that her and Macy Grace decided to do comic book movies, you know, and accept those roles, because that's cool to see them move on and continue to do acting, not just, you know, Game of Thrones and then they're done. So I didn't hate her. I think she was okay. In Game of Thrones, her role was very, like I guess soft. Like, she didn't really have a lot of, like, gusto moments. Maybe in the books she had more of a presence, but I didn't really feel bad or good. I thought she was just okay. I did like that they picked her for Jean, because she did have a good look to play a young Jean Grey, but was she a stellar, you know, Michael Fassbender, James McAvoy performance in contribution to how good the movies were? No, but she wasn't bad. I don't think I remember saying that she was, and if I did, maybe it just rubbed me the wrong way then, because I don't remember it being really bad, so to speak.
Joseph Fast says that there's a lot of rumors Disney and Lucasfilm are reconning the most recent trilogy. Just comes across to me like people who hated the movies trying to spread misinformation and haven't seen a credible rumor yet.
Yeah, as far as that goes, I really don't like the fact that people are just bashing the new trilogy, because Episode 7, yes, I agree, they did play it safe. They did pretty much do a shot for shot of Episode 4, but I mean, think about it. It's been 22 years or something since the last Star Wars. Not that long. Maybe it was like 12 years or something like that. 15 years. I can't remember right now. Since Episode 3. And, you know, I would have done the same thing. I would have done the same thing as J.J. Abrams. I would have said, you know what? They haven't gotten Star Wars in so long. I'm not going to rock the boat too much. Let's just give it a familiar story. Let's bring back some characters from the past. Let's elaborate on the nostalgia kick of it, and let's just see where it goes. And I agree with it. I enjoyed episode 7. I loved it. I remember walking out of the theater thinking it was the greatest things greatest movie in a long time. Episode 8, I didn't really care for a lot because I hated what they did with Luke. And by and large, episode 8 is the one that most people don't like anyway. Episode 9 was okay. My only qualm with it was I think they should have gone with Rey being related to Obi-Wan or even Luke rather than Palpatine. I didn't really agree with the Palpatine thing. I think it was unnecessary. Giving Palpatine any kind of human resemblance by having reproduced, even though we know not only humans can reproduce, but still giving him that like human aspect of having loved someone enough to come together with them and have a child, I didn't like. I wanted Palpatine to be the embodiment of evil. And I've said this many times, Obi-Wan has shown in Clone Wars even that he had a love interest that he couldn't be with because of the Jedi Order and everything. So it would have made more sense for Obi-Wan to have a child and it be Rey than for Palpatine. But other than that, the movie was okay. I enjoyed it. I loved seeing Leia take on the role of Jedi Master, or Jedi Knight training a Jedi Padawan. So the hate, I don't get it. As far as that goes, there were things I didn't like about them, but they were not unwatchable. So I don't agree with all the hate going around.
Yeah, Atlas says that The Last Jedi, in his opinion, was amazing. And Caleb Phantom says, I didn't hate it, but the next trilogy, I think they should somewhat follow the books for the next Star Wars, which I could totally understand that.
Yeah, I would, honestly, there are a couple stories I would love to see. I would love to see them do Darth Bane. I know some people don't care for Bane. I love Darth Bane. I love the storyline of Darth Bane. That would be really cool. Or even to do an Old Republic thing where they show Nihilus and they show Revan. It would make sense for them to do Revan since he's canon now, and since Hasbro's putting out the lightsaber. My buddy CJ got it and it looks really cool. The Revan lightsaber that just came out. So, I mean, who knows? They also, at one point, they were talking about when they were going to revitalize the franchise and come out with Episode 7, they were talking about, doing, going back further in the past instead of in the future and showing Yoda as an apprentice. And I thought that was amazing. But then they were like, we're either going to go that route or we're going to go after Episode 6. So, there's so much they can do with Star Wars. The Mandalorian, it's like its own thing, and it's very much Star Wars, but it's like a Star Wars Western, and that is like amazing. It's probably the best Star Wars thing I ever put to film. I really enjoy Rogue One. I have a lot of friends that don't like Rogue One for whatever reason, but I love Rogue One. So Star Wars, definitely the possibilities are endless. They just have to figure it out, and to be honest, Star Wars fans are some of the most toxic fans in the world, so you're not going to please everyone. But definitely I'm looking forward to the future in Star Wars mediums for sure.
Abisby is saying goodbye, everyone. My bed needs me, but before I go, Pastor, have you watched the first Borat movie? And if you have, are you hyped up for the new one coming out on the 28th?
Yes. I did see the first Borat movie. I love that movie. I quote it a lot. Yak Samaj all the time. I didn't know that they were coming out with a second one. I've been really behind with what's been coming out and pop culture related or movie related, so I need to get back on there and do some more research. But Borat was hilarious. I loved the first Borat. Out of all the 3 movies that Sacha Baron Cohen did, Borat was definitely my favorite. So a second Borat, I'm all over it. I really enjoyed it. It was really funny. The writing was really funny. The jokes were really funny. A lot of it was filmed right in my neck of the woods when I lived in New York, so a lot of it brought me back there when I saw it. And I remember buying it. I bought it at a gas station. I bought it on DVD at a gas station for like $9. And I was like, this is worth every penny. So, definitely.
Justin Perrier says, I may be going to meet the Red Time Force Ranger in November as a late B-Day gift for my parents.
Nice! Dude, that's awesome. Hopefully, if it's a convention, they don't cancel it, because I know what it feels like to go meet a celebrity and for whatever reason have it not work out. So hopefully, wish you the best of luck there. Meeting favorite celebs are one of my favorite things to do, because it's such a surreal moment to see them in front of you and know that they're a real person. Because when I was a kid, people weren't real that were on TV, because I said they're in the TV. I can never meet them. So I definitely know the nostalgia and the all the fun that comes from meeting a celebrity. And I wish you the best of luck with that.
Art McKeever says, buy some Pastor's Clergy t-shirts, gang.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys want the merch, go to the Teespring. page. I know my recent videos, I've been linking them in the description. I can probably put the links in this video and post in the descriptions as well. Yeah, Teespring. I know that, you know, for Patreon, and I don't mean to plug everything in, but for Patreon, it's you know, it's a monthly thing. So if you want to support the channel and you can't do a monthly payment like a Patreon subscription, buying a shirt as a one-time deal can really help just as much. So if you want to support the channel, and I have a couple of shirts on there. I have one, you know, giving my love and my tribute to Black Panther, that's on there. The pastor's clergy one with the Mjolnir is on there, and I have the D&D one. That's the Nike-ist, it looks like a Nike swish with the D&D logo, and then I also have the one that's the channel logo. So a couple of ones to choose from. I have more ideas that are brewing up for t-shirts. Hopefully they work out, and yeah, you guys are the best. So I think we're gonna go because we have a date night to get to, and if anybody else goes live, definitely raid from here over there. I love you guys 3000, and I will see you very soon. Love you guys.